So we just got done going to a Sunshine Community event, which is a local women's empowerment group here in Utah. And we saw the coolest speaker, which Stephanie already knows her. Do you want to share a little bit about what you know of Lavanya?
Sure, yeah. So her name's Lavanya Mahate. I think even just meeting her speaks to the power of connection and women sharing and being just their real authentic selves, because I met her through a mutual friend, and she recommended meeting with Lavanya, like, oh, you'd really love her, she's just very aligned with what you do, and got us connected. And then it's just been like a spiral of other connections and events, and seeing her speak and win awards, and realizing we both kind of have a mutual mentor and other women in business coach. So anyway, her name's Lavanya Mahate, and she has a nonprofit where she helps immigrants and refugees learn a skill here in the States and teaches them how to cook. She's opened up 12 restaurants. She has a program of owning your shift and creating space for people and women to really tune into their power and their purpose and learn how to kind of let the expectations that we put on ourselves or others put on us, learn how to remove those and really be aligned and clear on our purpose. So she shared today at Sunshine Community, and I'm so glad she got to meet Jen. And
I haven't met her yet. I've been hearing so many good things about her, and everything Stephanie said was true. She was dynamic, but not in a loud way. It was just like so soft and heart-centered. Even at times I was like, I can hardly hear her. And I was trying to understand, I have an itch. I was trying to understand what she said, but she was just so heart-centered and just speaking like so genuinely.
Yeah.
It was hard to not just lean in and hear what she had to say.
Yeah.
What a story.
I think after she finished too, I was like, when she speaks and how she shares her message in her own way, not that any other way that people share their story is better or worse, right? But like listening to her and being in her presence and hearing her just share so genuinely was like a blanket for the nervous system, is how I explained it.
Yes, that's a great way to say it. I agree. I was just nice and calm when it was done, but also kind of like empowered. I'm like, yes.
Yeah. Yes, like you feel like you can really take on anything when you really take time to be in your purpose the way that she explained. And not that it's going to be perfect, but she really does a good job explaining how we all have the opportunity to find the power in our life experience, our story, which is unique to all of us. But the thing that is not unique, that is the same, that we all have the capability for, is finding that power within what we've been through and turning it into helping it fuel our passion for what we want our life to look like. And again, that's different for everyone too, but like utilizing that and not being a victim to that, not allowing it or other circumstances to diminish us. One of the things I love that she said was how I feel like I personally have resonated with this in sharing stories with her, that she grew up feeling abandoned and feeling like kind of that sense of abandonment, and then went into building her success story, doing what she felt like she needed to do, being busy, taking care of things, which obviously we all need to do that, but she, in a sense, in that way, abandoned herself and realized that she had abandoned her own self-worth. And once she really realized that and was able to love on her and get to know her and her heart, then she's able to step more fully into her purpose. And I was like, oh yeah, I've done that. Like,
I feel like most women resonate with that, though. I mean, I think even just as a mom, we go through, some people, different degrees of that once you become a mom or a wife or own a business. Like, it's so easy to self-abandon. And she talked a little bit about that, and every woman in the room chuckled when she said, anyone else, guilty of that? And of course, not a single person didn't raise their hand, because but it's not just women. Men do that as well. I think it may be in some ways more common to women, or maybe we can resonate with identifying with that more. But
I think the piece that is typically a cultural or societal expectation of women is to give and to serve, and that's so loving and admirable. And while it is, a lot of times the conversation hasn't been around like, how do we give and serve ourselves, or make sure that we're able to give authentically to what is providing purpose for us. And so that self-abandonment can happen so easily. which yes, like I think that can happen for all genders, but I think what we've heard for generations is women are just
they're selfish, show up for other people and serve, and
and sometimes that can be at a detriment to our mental or physical or emotional well-being.
Absolutely.
So I love when people that have gone through that and have found different ways or tools or hope that they can share are so willing to generously share that message and to help us see other paths.
I agree. I'm excited for you to share your own message soon because you have a great backstory, and I am
trauma and not giving up.
Yes. I see.
There, that's my story. I did it.
Good. No, nice try. You guys will have to let us know in the comments if you want to hear Steph's story, which the answer is yes. It is so powerful. And what I love about the way you talk about things is that we're all still in the middle of it. Like, we're not in the, like, I'm the other side and I'm perfect, because when does that ever happen? But just like learning and like ever changing and evolving into that person that you're meant to be and embracing that. So I'm excited to hear when you're ready to share that. But it was so neat to hear Lavanya speak today. And I love some of the ladies she brought with her was from her program where they teach the culinary skills to refugees, for them to have a skill, a marketable skill. And it was just so neat to see like the guests that she brought, like they were just lit up watching her talk, like that's my mentor. Like that was a really precious thing to see from my point of view. But what a story. I mean, she was sharing that she grew up in India and was in an arranged marriage, which I can't wrap my brain around. That's a different world than I grew up in.
Well, and an arranged marriage in your own country is one thing, but having to move to a completely different country for that arranged,
and then start multiple restaurants together. I mean, I just like, I think about the path of that and I can't relate at all. I mean, I've had my own hardships, but I'm like, you know, that's mind-boggling to me. So I loved seeing Lavanya speak today, and it's always fun to get to see the different speakers that happen at the Sunshine community when we go. They're always dynamic, always powerful, always have a great message, and the room full of women that show up always show up for each other, which I love seeing that. That's always the best part.
Yeah.
So awesome. Well, thanks for joining in. Bye.